Hey everybody, Paul K, Saturday Mornings Outdoors, and today we're going to do a 5-year review. I've owned this bike for 5 years on the Suzuki Boulevard M90 cruiser muscle bike, and I will give you the full honest opinion on it and what's gone wrong, what's not gone wrong, and so forth and so on. Let's take it out for a few minutes on some twisties, just to give you an idea. It is a heck of a lot of fun to ride, and it's got plenty of power for people that I'm like 210, so if you're a heavier guy, I just want the power. It wasn't, I used to own an 805 Suzuki MC or C50 Suzuki Volusia, and I loved that bike, and it was really great. But when I was on the highway, it was going wing in fifth gear, and it'll do 70 miles an hour all day long. But it in this, when you're in high gear, you're doing 80, and the thing's blah 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 like that. So it's that's the reason for the larger displacement engine, and this is the Suzuki M90. It's 1,462 cc's. It's a cruiser muscle bike. It's got 96 foot-pounds of torque. It weighs 723 pounds. It's a 4-stroke liquid-cooled 54-degree V-twin, and it's fuel injected. And the only way that I customized it was that I added these Cobra upsweep pipes, and because of that, it's fuel injected. So anytime you modify the exhaust on any motorcycle other than what came stock with it, that voids the warranty, because that particular exhaust that came with the stock motorcycle is exact specification to make that engine and motorcycle run perfectly to that exhaust system. The exhaust system matters. So when you put another exhaust on the motorcycle, you void the warranty. So when you do modify, or if you do, I wanted it to sound better. It sound like a stock motorcycle, and these make it sound a lot better, a lot beefier. And I have the Cobra brand Power Commander to go with it. You must have it. This is fuel injected. It's not carburetor. So in the old days, or the older bikes, when you changed exhaust pipes, you had to put a new float and needle setup in your carburetor so that the thing would run right. And nowadays with fuel injection, it's all done electronically, as well as mapping. When you put the Power Commander in, you dial in what style of riding you want to do. You're going to do, is it all going to be highway? Is it going to be bopping around town? Are you going to be racing it, and so forth and so on? And you enter that electronically into the bike, and it automatically does the quote-unquote needle and float trick with the carburetor, if you had a carburetor, if you follow what I'm saying. So anyway, it's got, the bottom line is, it's got the Cobra version of the Power Commander, and you need that. They're a little pricey, but I'll tell you, without that Power Commander, and most of my life I've owned carbureted motorcycles, you have to have a choke. And when it's a humid day, or it's a cold day, or whatever the weather situation is, high pressure, low pressure, you adjust the choke, you pull the choke out all the way, start it, and push the choke back in. Sometimes it can be cantankerous depending upon what type of engine you have. With these mapped Power Commanders, it is absolutely foolproof. I have never had it fail one time. Never one time. And I'm sure everyone else with the actual brand Power Commander has the same thing to say. The fuel injection is ridiculously accurate. Hot days, cold days. Today it's very humid, raining, wet, or whatever it's going to be. The thing fires up on first, maximum 1 out of 50 times you'll have a second time to fire it up. So the Power Commanders and fuel injection are a huge, massive improvement on these motorcycles. All right, so it's got a 5-speed cable-operated shifting system. It's got a wet clutch. It is dual disc brakes up front and hydraulic dual pistons caliber on the rear brakes. And the only negative thing I've ever read about this motorcycle is people claim there's not enough brake. My personal opinion is there's ample brake. And I get on it and I ride, sometimes I'll throw the front tire up. Not often lately, I'm getting too old for that crap. But it's absolutely sufficient for the way I ride. And I'm normally a twisty guy, straightaways. I go out of state every now and then on it. And the brakes are absolutely ample as far as I'm concerned on these bikes, and I've never had those fail. So the seat height is 28.2 inches, and I'm a big guy. That doesn't matter to me. If a lot of that matters if you're a short guy, and so it's 28.2, and it's almost a 5-gallon gas tank. Nowadays, where gas is $4.25, it's $20 if you go to dead empty. Who does that? But it'll cost you $20 to fill that thing. But it is a muscle bike. That's why the large capacity tank. And it has power. It really does. Off the ground in all 5 gears most of the time, if you want to power shift it. And to be honest with you, the bottom line on this review, I've had this 5 years. This is what I have to think on. One time I was at a party, I had a heavier bodied female, shall I say, and she wanted to sit on the bike, and she promised me she knew what she was doing, and everything was cool, being drunk and all that, and not her. And so, yeah, go ahead, sit on the bike, take your selfies or whatever you want to do, right? And she laid it down. She put the kickstand up, and she lost the center balance and laid it down. And I was angry. She paid for it. All it did was it broke the clutch cable. I replaced that myself personally, and other than that, there's no cosmetic damage to it. She's very fortunate. Otherwise, she would have had to eat that payment. But don't trust fat drunk chicks on your bike unless they're real riders, you know. But anyway, so the bottom line on this motorcycle, it is the best motorcycle I've ever owned. I've had it 5 years now. I've had it stored during the winter in a heated environment, but spring, summer, and fall I'm riding this thing, and it is the most reliable. It has never faltered one time, and they're basically appliance motorcycles now. The big key to this, some people use this and see on the motorcycle websites, they'll say, oh, well, Suzuki hasn't changed the C50 or the M90's design in 5 or 8 or 10 years. That tells you something. The freaking thing is absolutely perfect. I mean, if I can say that. For the money, everyone wants the Harley. You want to sound like the Harley, look like the Harley, so forth and so on. Most guys. This thing at 2/3 the cost of a Harley, brand new, and it will eat any Harley Davidson out there, any Harley out there within its engine class. But the review after 5 years, I've gone out of state with this. I got down Cape Cod with it. Mostly it's bopping around town. Absolutely flawless. I can't speak of one. I maintain the heck out of it. You know, I did the initial break-in, and I've done the everything you're supposed to. I keep it up, change the oil, so forth and so on. And the things are appliances now. They're really, really a fun bike. That thing is fast. It's got that wide rear tire in the back. And it's just a crazy, reliable motorcycle, worthy of any kind of touring. Plenty of power. You'll be riding up front all the time if they can keep up with you on this thing. It's got 80 horsepower stock. With those pipes, you probably got another 5 or 8 horsepower, maybe. But just an ultra reliable bike. I am also absolutely going to get the C50 back. I had a Suzuki Velocia, which was a C50. It's the equivalent of a Harley Sportster, 805, so forth and so on. And I had that thing for 8 or 10 years. Same review. Suzuki knows what they're doing. And when you see a motorcycle that doesn't have the design change or the engine change, that's telling you that it's reliable. This is as reliable as, in my opinion, the most reliable bikes ever made were like the Honda 754s. And this is in that class at this point from what I'm seeing. It's just, you turn the key and go. As long as you maintain it and you're not really spinning donuts and locking it up on the front tire lock and burning your tires down to the rims, these things just go and go and go. So if you have any inclinations to get the Suzuki Boulevard M90, you can't go wrong with it. Let me fire it up. So that will conclude this review of 5 years. I'll keep in touch every year or two. I'll throw another review out in there and let you know how it's going with this. It's very rare in the motorcycle world to have a motorcycle as reliable as this. And at the price point, they should be selling zillions of these, but I bet you they are. But if you like this review, there's the original review and one or two others under my playlist if you want to see that on this at the different stages when I bought them. So hopefully I'll see you at the 10-year review on this, or 7-ish or so. My name is Paul K. If you like this kind of content, it's motorcycles, hunting, fishing. Please smash that subscribe button to my channel, and we'll see you next time. Don't forget to say your prayers. See ya.